Hey, how's it going, Art Snobs? I have returned with some new comic book reviews, and I'm talking about what I picked up this past Wednesday, and it's a couple Marvel books. Miss Marvel, number 16, and Daredevil, number 18. And let's start with Daredevil, as we're still going on in the Running with the Devil story arc. And this is from Charles Soule and Ron Garney, and we are finally getting to the nitty-gritty of the whole, like, what's the deal with people not knowing Matt Murdock as Daredevil anymore? What the hell happened? And let's see. Last issue, Matt Murdock started to explain to Priest the situation, and he got to the point where two of the Kilgrave's children, two of the purple children, showed up at his doorstep. Not sure what the problem was, but apparently they were being chased by Kilgrave himself, and the pretty creepy sequence where they're being chased by people who have been like entranced by Kilgrave. So they're like running after him with their hands all out and got these weird looks on their faces. It's actually kind of disturbing. Anyway, they chase them through the house and they escape. It's nice to see Ron Garney drawing the red costume again for the story arc, because it's a flashback. Well, we get to where, let's see, essentially Kilgrave had escaped again from the last time he got caught, not too long ago actually, in the Mark Waid series, which was The Purple Children, which is a very, very good story arc. I definitely recommend checking that one out. And he has built a machine, only that you can build in the Marvel comic universe. It's a big thing. It's got a star here. He's going to like use his powers to maximum capacity, and he essentially needs his kids to help with that. Unfortunately, the kids are captured by Daredevil himself because he is now under the control. You'd think Daredevil, after fighting this guy like 80 times, would have some better ideas of how to avoid, but granted, his powers seem to be increasing in this story arc, so maybe he just wasn't able to compensate for it. Oh, by the way, I love it when ads and pages kind of like oddly match up or something like that. Like, woo, look, they're in the same kind of pose and they're both evil. Not too bad, pretty good so far. Okay, I'm glad we didn't do a Spider-Man thing where we had the devil make everyone through magic forget, but I guess we're using the Purple Man's powers to make everyone forget. I hope once we get to the ending, there's an explanation as to what happened to all the text and video about Matt Murdock being Daredevil. Will that go away too? I hope there's not one panel of people throwing shit into a burning fire or something like that. Like, whoop, got rid of all the internet text or whatever the fuck we're supposed to be explaining. I hope that's not the case. But yeah, okay, not too bad. I'm gonna give this 4 RAM chips. I'm a little concerned because I've been kind of excited and dreading this story arc, so we'll see how this turns out. It's well crafted though. Definitely, this is a fuck ton better than the Spider-Man One More Day storyline, because that was pretty dreadful. It was basically Spider-Man whining to everybody in the world and not being with his Aunt May during her dying times. I'm sure you've read it. It's terrible. This one's a little bit better. This feels like an actual story with things and people fighting each other and plot. I don't know. So it's clearly better than One More Day. 4 RAM chips. Now let's go to Miss Marvel, where are we? 16? And that's by G. Willow Wilson and Takashi Miyazawa. And she is still fighting this troll guy, and she has now kind of discovered that the troll isn't simply, by the way, this name's Dr. X, and Dr. X isn't some simple, douchebag jerk-off troll. He is an actual sentient computer virus, and we get a quick flashback to his actual creation, created by kind of a douchebag programmer. He thought it really came up with a really good kind of like weapon here, and he decided to just let it go and see what it learns. And it's supposed to learn with its interactions with people. So he has this interaction, and he's been kind of like threatening to tell Kamala's secret that she's Miss Marvel to the world. And now he starts like telling her like, "Hey, I know your friend is gay and in love with your other friend. I'm going to release that information. If you don't hook me up to the Shield computers, which of course can only bring good in the world." I love the moment. I love the fact that Camilla didn't know and didn't suspect, and this stupid computer virus knew. And it actually kind of laughs at her for being so naive. The scene is actually very funny, where she doesn't believe it for a second, then takes a second to think about it and goes, "Oh!" Very funny. And this issue also has what I am convinced is the best panel of the month, where she decides not to do it. She has a conversation with Coulson. She almost does it, and then she changes her mind. She basically goes through one of these Spider-Man moments where she's tempted to do something, then she does it. And she runs back to her friend and breaks into her apartment, dressed in full Miss Marvel gear. And she tells her, "An evil sentient computer virus knows you're gay and is going to send your secret love letters to Nakia, to the entire school listserv." That's amazing. That's great. That's stupid superhero comic drama. I love it. It's fantastic. It's great. And it's funny, like, just seeing what she's gone through, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. And she actually handles the situation really maturely, giving Camilla the chance to just go and face the computer demon on her own terms. She's also even bringing in Bruno back to the situation. This obviously will be finished up next issue. Also, one of my favorite scenes is she actually does talk to Nakia, and they have a really good conversation. And no, she's not interested. She's not gay too, but hey, that's okay. They have, really mature, thoughtful dialogue about it. And it's really sweet. I love this one a lot. I'm going to give this one 5 round chips. This has been a pretty fun story arc. Maybe 1 issue too long. We'll see when the series, the story arc ends. But I'm enjoying this one a lot. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to give this one 5 round chips. I'm going to give this 4 round chips. What did you, the viewers at home, what did you read this week? Let me know. And I'll be back in a couple of days. I'll probably be posting a video Wednesday, because I'm just getting ready to do a second video on why the Ghost in the Shell live-action remake is some whitewash bullshit. I have a few more things I want to talk about on that. I'll probably be posting that video on Wednesday. So, until next time, push the button, Lindsay.
They don't play the song on the radio. They don't show that it's